Good evening, my faithful loyal YouTube subscribers. Today is December 12th, Thursday, December 12th. The year is 2019. I'm just getting home, literally. Well, I've been here, about 30 minutes. Maybe an hour, 45 minutes. Let me sit up. Ow. I had to come out and take a shower, eat something. So, anyway, let me give you an update on Earl. Earl is slowly improving. Oh, it's so slow. I rushed to the hospital this morning because they removed him from all his pain medication. So he's not on any more pain medication. So we're trying to wake him up. This is the second time they attempted this. This time around, he's calmer this time. The first time around they tried to do it, there's too much going on. They had to put him back under sedation. This time around, when I walked into the hospital, the room this morning, I walked up to him. I said, "Earl, good morning." And he opened his eyes and he looked at me. He just kind of, and they said, and the nurse, she said, "Oh my God, he opened his eyes. He opened his eyes." He said she had been trying to get him to open his eyes all morning, talking to him, and he didn't respond. But when I walked in and I said something to him, he responded. So as of today, it seems as if he's only responding to my voice for some reason. Every time I talk to him, he opens his eyes. Every time I just walk up to the bed and say, "Hey, Earl," and he opens his eyes. But when anybody else walks up and try to talk to him, they were trying to get him to squeeze. They asked him to squeeze the hand. They were holding his hand saying, "Earl," they were trying to get him to do some commands. "Earl, squeeze my hand." Nothing. No, nothing. But he's not shaking. At first, they thought he was having epileptic seizures earlier this week. So they did his EEG on the brain, but he's not having, those were not epileptic seizures. But this time around, he's not shaking, he's not moving, he's not fighting, he's calm. I don't know if he can hear me, but I don't know if he knows what's going on. I was talking to him, you're at the hospital, trying to talk to him. Trying to get him to squeeze my hand. He didn't squeeze it. He did not squeeze it. Only thing I could think is when I walk up to that bed and he responds when I say his name, because he probably want to cuss my ass out. "You motherfucker, why did you take me to the hospital? You knew I was sick." But I'd be like, "Earl, how the fuck I know you were sick? I asked you was sick. You said you wasn't feeling good. You said I asked you, did you have a fever? You said you didn't have a fever. How the hell I'm going to know I had a fever? Did you give me a thermometer?" So I can imagine there's going to be some conversations between he and I when he get better. So, it's going to be some, he probably, that's why he responded to my voice, because he's going to say, "You motherfucker, why didn't you take me to the hospital?" Well, shit, I tried to take you to the hospital. You said you didn't want to go to the hospital. You just needed some cough syrup. So that's neither here nor there. So I can imagine. But he responds to my voice. I mean, he just, every time I left for a few hours, not long, I had to go take care of something. Everybody's like, "Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there." So I'm staying at the hospital. It's 11 o'clock, it's 11:30 at night. I got here about 10:30, maybe 10:50, I don't know. I had to just stop at the store and get some stuff. But I'll be back up there about 6 or 7. So when I left, they were turning everything down so he can sleep. So, excuse me. I just hope that tomorrow's better. It's funny because some of Earl's friends were kind of come up. One friend, he was like, "Well, I want to see Earl." I said, "Well, come on up." And I explained to him Earl's condition, and he gets in there, "Oh my God, I can't believe this. Why?" I'm thinking, I told you what his condition was. Did you not understand me? "I didn't know it was this bad." I said, "What did you think was going on here? You think he laid up here at the hotel in this hospital watching TV? No, he's on life support. He's not. It's just, I don't know, people." He's sitting there crying and just looking all crazy. I said, "What do you think was going on here?" This man's heart stopped beating for 12 minutes. They had to bring him back. We don't know what's the repercussions behind this. We don't know what may happen. We just hope everything just, I don't know. He's still, when I left the hospital, it's because he still has a fever, which is crazy because it's almost a week now. So his fever still hasn't broke. So they were trying to give him something to treat him for the fever. They did take him off dialysis. Well, they stopped the dialysis machine temporarily where he's disconnected from it right now because his kidneys seem to have woken up, so they're trying to see if that's, but they ran some labs. His kidneys, the lab work was normal with his kidneys, but they still work with his eye because he is peeing a lot. They're collecting the pee as a catheter, so they're collecting the pee. So there's a lot more pee in the thing, a lot of it. So he's not on. The dialysis machine has been disconnected this afternoon when I got back there, but they might put him back on in the morning, or a different type of dialysis. They said they might, but it won't be that type. But they won't know until the morning when the doctors get there. So right now, all that's up in the air. So I thought that was good, but because they're trying to wake him up, the dialysis was cleaning all the medication they were using to sedate him out of the system. So we'll know in the morning. That's all I can do. Take it. Like I told everybody, I'm taking it one day at a time. Just get through these 24 hours. I just got through these 24 hours. I'm good. We got through these 24 hours. Let's get through the next 24 hours. That's all. Tomorrow's Friday. It's 7 days. You've been in a week now. That 7 days kind of flew by. So I'm taking it one day at a time. I can't. I didn't make it to the gym today because I was trying to get there because I knew they were bringing him off the medication. So I was trying to get there to see if he get his ass up out that bed and we can get out of this hospital. But I know that's not going to happen just yet. It's going to take some time. One of the things the doctors keep saying to me is they're preparing me for setbacks. And they say, because they did disconnect him from the ventilator for 15 minutes. He was breathing on his own for 15 minutes, breathing. Then something happened and they put him back on it. But that was a good, they turned off the ventilator, put it on some different type of setting. The ventilator was kind of helping him a little bit, but he was for 15 minutes, then watching it, and then they put him back on it. So, but the head doctor, it's a team of doctors up there. And it's a team of them, y'all. It's about 6 or 7 of them. Man, more than that. Because there's a doctor, they work ICU patients, and they just go from room to room to room with all these computers on wheels. And they push them around, and then they talk, and they all talk, and they have conversations, and they kind of bounce ideas and stuff off each other. Which is like watching a reality TV show, except we in the middle of it. The only thing I can think of, I'm standing there thinking, I sure wish they need to do a reality TV show about the emergency room and how they work. Because people don't know. I didn't know all this stuff, these machines. I never, I just been, my father died in 2000. My other family members, I've never had a situation where somebody was on life support like this. But, they were talking and they were just preparing me. He was just like, sometimes some patients make good progress and then they have setbacks, and you have to, just mentally, I'm prepared for. At this time, whatever happens, I'm prepared for it. So I know he's getting good. I know he might have some good days and some bad days. He might kind of go back and forth. But he's like, he's not out of the woods yet. I don't want you to get too excited about this. I want you to understand he's still very sick. And I know he's very sick because he can't say, he barely, I said his name, I said, Earl, his eyes open like, and back down. And that was about it. He was like, he woke up and, no. His eyes open up, so it just is what it is, and I'm okay with that. Yep, I made it through these 24 hours. We have 1 week down, In the back of my mind, one of my friends told me that he went to the same thing at the same hospital and he was hooked up to all that shit for 27 days. I probably would go crazy. I said, well, who was there with you the whole time? He said, everybody. I said, oh, they took turns watching him. But he was hooked up to all that stuff for 27 days. This was 10 years ago. I'm thinking better equipment, better medicines, better this, better that. So, because I don't think I can take 27 days of this. But I know people have probably had way more than 27 days. So Earl's in ICU, and there are other patients up there too in each room, and I'm meeting all these people. Y'all, it's a lot of black families up there, and their loved ones are dying of cancer. I'm like, well, how old are they? All of ages everywhere. A lot of cancer patients up there. And I don't know, it's just a lot of black folks up there dying from cancer. There's quite a few families I've met, they say it's cancer. He was in chemo, had a stroke, and their ages range from young as 20-something to as old as 70-something, men and women. And so we need to start taking care of our health a little bit more. I don't know how you can avoid cancer other than stop smoking. I don't know, but diet and exercise, I don't know. But I've met a lot of people, y'all. There's a lot of folks up there hurting. The people up there, black, white, Hispanic, everything. There's a couch in Earl's room, and I could sleep on. I have slept on it through the daytime, and this is gonna be a quick shooting. Y'all gonna fall asleep here, but I have slept on that couch in the daytime, and at nighttime, my anxiety gets to me sleeping there, so I have to come home and sleep. But I'm only about 10-15 minutes from the hospital. It's a 10-15 minute drive, that's it. So I'm not far. Not far at all, excuse me. I have some indigestion problems tonight, y'all. So, in one of the rooms, I met this white family, these two girls. Their sisters, their mom was there, and they've been there since Saturday. They're not leaving her side. That's their mom, and they sleeping on the couch. One is sleeping on the couch, the other sleeps in the chair. They taking turns going back and forth. I'm like, man. And they're not leaving. They're like, we're not leaving this hospital. So they're staying there, and everybody's just camping out, spending the night. Y'all forgive me, I can't spend the night there. I can't do it. I tried. I can stay there all day, but when it comes time to get in bed at nighttime, I gotta come home again. I can't do that. My anxiety. And then there's too much traffic in and out. Too many people coming in, checking this, checking that, doing this, beeping and buzzing, all this. My anxiety is sky at this point. I'm doing good though. I have not had a Xanax pill or an Ambien. The reason why I refuse to take them is because I need to be focused. And Xanax tends to leave me a little bit loopy, so to speak. Just kind of, Ambien at nighttime and then Xanax at day, not a good combination. So I'm not touching either one of them. I don't need no Ambien tonight. I'm going to get in the bed and go. I'm actually in my bed. I'm about to go to sleep. So I don't need no Ambien. I haven't taken a Xanax, which is good. I just don't want when normal ain't nothing going on, I'm cool with a Xanax during, to calm me down. But right now I need to be able to focus and think. And I can't do that with that Xanax or Ambien floating around my system. That's a no-no. That's out. I ain't took a Benadryl. I'm like, well, I'm out of Benadryl, but I could have brought some more. I picked it up and I dropped it. I said, put it right back on the shelf. I said, I don't need the Benadryls. But I picked up another allergy medicine. So, Earl didn't get a flu shot this year. I found that out from one of his coworkers. Earl works in the public school system around children all day. I had a conversation with him. He told me about flu shots when I got one. I don't know why he, in between running to I don't know. He normally gets a flu shot, but he didn't get one. I really wish he had got one. Then he knew he was going on this cruise. Even a few weeks before he left from the cruise, I said, make sure you get your shots, some flu shots. So he said, okay. But he still didn't get one. I'm like, okay. So, I don't know if that would have prevented this or not. I don't know. Beyond one brain dead sitting over here. So, it is, I just wanted to give y'all a brief update. Let you know what's going on when I'm falling asleep. Today, how do I get up? Today is the 12th. Let's see. Thursday, December 12th. The year is 2019. Where this is. But also, I wanted to say one last thing. As we were moving Earl, they're turning him every 2 hours. His blood pressure's holding. It dips a little bit, not as low as it was going. So they're turning him, shifting him around, moving him around in the bed. He's making facial expressions like he's in pain if they lift his leg or his arm. Well, at one point his arm was up. They moved him. They had to shift him around in the bed and turned him, and then they turned him on the side and they had to put a wedge on the side or something, these wedges or something. But anyway, at one point his arm was up and his arm literally was up in the air and his hands, fists, everything was just like up, and they were trying to get him to calm down. And so I walked over and I said, Earl, I took his hand, I said, Earl, we're in the hospital, you need to relax. And I touched his chest, I said, you need to relax. I took his arm and I said, I'm right here. I'm Walter. You hear my voice. We need to relax. And he did put his arm down. He let me put his arm down. He relaxed. I said, okay. It scared the crap out of me because his arm went up. And I think, does he have another stroke? But he was okay. It scared the shit out of my ass. Whew, Lord, I said, I might have me a damn heart attack in this damn hospital. Because his arm was up and I was oh my God. But he was just reacting to them shifting around in the bed. So they said that was good. That means that he, wasn't good for my heart though. But anyway, I'm out of here, y'all. You have a good night. Enjoy your Thursday night. I'm out.